so comforting to Fawn to have such a pool of knowledge behind her.
Oh, definitely. So we see Fawn draw back first. Let's see where this first arrow goes. Solid 3, a little bit low. We've seen a lot of the archers hit low on this target. And 3 high for her opponent. Interesting fact, in the team match for Team USA, Fawn either shot a 6 or a 1 with her 4 arrows. So she definitely can shoot the middle. And that's just off the 5.
The wind is tamed down just a little bit again.
It looks pretty dead down there. And just off the 5 on the left side for Sweden. So they're matching each other arrow for arrow here. This is a good match. Looks like a low 3. So she's going to be a little upset, I think, with that arrow. But we'll see what her Swedish counterpart does here. Again, I think she's a very experienced archer, so. Yep, puts a 6 in her last arrow. So each one got a little closer to the center till she found the middle. Big smile on her face as she comes off. So 3-point lead for Sweden after target number 1. They're going to head up the hill to that second target. So a lot of this finals venue is really not overthinking. I see a lot of the archers out there questioning, and it's really about making shooting a good shot, first shot, and making adjustments from there. And so this is where the veteran definitely has the advantage, having been and shot in this situation before.
Well, once you get into the pressure cooker of the finals, I mean, anything can really happen.
For sure.
It's just whether you can keep your head cool and whether your coach can really give you some expert advice that can keep your head in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But it sure tells you how steep this course is. Just you can see just how bad people have been kicking into the hill just to gain a little foothold. Does that tell you when you're shooting up at the sky, it feels like you're about to fall off the earth?
Yep. Yeah, the morning session, the juniors did a pretty good job, I think, of kicking out the ground for these seniors, so they won't have much work to do with that. They have a pretty level area for their feet to stand. So again, this is 20 meters uphill. You see the Swedish archer kind of moving around a little bit. Her stance might be a little wider than some of the juniors. So trying to get comfortable. And Fawn opens up, it looks like with a 4.
Looks like 4 right on the line.
She's a little low. Again, we've seen quite a few of the barebows hit low, I think, on this target. So see what the Swedish archer does. She's just off the 6, I think, with a 5. Yep. So 3-star and 5-star for the 2. So both of those are going to need a judge call. And a high 1. So I think she overcorrected, and that right there, just beautiful 6. That group, that's impressive with a barebow.
And Fawn knows it. She's been told. So let's see if she can keep her head in the game. I hope she does.
So that's a 4. She's not happy with that. You see her coming off, but she still has a solid lead. And Fawn shoots a 3, also high. So at this point, she just needs to regroup and realize that the last 2 targets, we've seen a lot of changes on the barebow side. So
especially with that final target uphill, that can change the entire score in a hurry.
Yep. So and Fawn's arrow is upgraded to a 4, her first arrow. So we'll wait and see. It's a 10-point unofficially, but we're waiting to see Lina's first arrow. And that was not upgraded. It stays a 5. So we do have a 10-point difference leading into the bunny target at 10 meters. So we see John there talking to Fawn, making her laugh, trying to calm her, relax her. probably not talking about archery. You'll see some of the best coaches out there do a great job of distracting their archers and giving them something else to think about besides what they're doing out there on that finals field.
Some bad jokes really help. Anybody that knows me or has shot with me, bad jokes are all about fun. Make everybody smile, take their mind off things for a minute.
Yep. So the Swedish archer shoots first with a 3. Fawn drills the 6.
Outstanding shot by Fawn.
That's a confidence booster right there. So,
I mean, that's a big swing in one arrow.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see how Sweden responds. She shoots a low 3. No,
just
4.
off the 5 line.
Yep. On the top target.
See if Fawn can produce another 6. That first one was just perfect.
Oh, just off. So 5, solid 5. So that's 2 great arrows for Fawn. And
it looks like a 5 for the Swede for her last arrow.
So with 1 arrow, Fawn can definitely pick up some points on this target with a good arrow right here.
Hopefully she can pick up another 6.
Yep. That looks like a 6 to me.
It is a 6.
So that's a 5-point swing on one target.
Outstanding target by Fawn. She's got to be happy with that.
Definitely. And that's what you want going into that 4th and final scary target. You want the confidence. You want that boost on your side. You don't want to be questioning. You see the Swedish girl talking to her coach. She may be, wondering what happened, and that's not the confidence boost you want going into that last final. You want to feel like you're in control. So let's see what this 50-meter target does. So again, we have Fawn who has John who shot this target yesterday. He did miss the bail, but he should have some good information to pass along to her about how to shoot this target and hopefully score arrows right away.
A little inside information on this target is worth its weight in gold for sure.
Definitely.
And she's happy. She's dancing a little bit.
Yeah, I told her before going into this match, I said, just have fun. I said, first World Championships, you made a gold medal match, just enjoy it. So I think so many of us, we get in there and we're so serious, focused on what we're doing, and in the blink of an eye, the match is over and you didn't enjoy it. So glad to see she's out there singing.
Out there singing, a little bit of dancing.
Looks like the Swedish girl smiling again. I think her confidence might be back a little bit. She's feeling ready heading into this 4th and final target.
Wish both of them the best of luck on this.
So 5 points separates, but as we've seen, barebow has really struggled to hit scoring arrows on this bail.
It's that whole self-confidence on this last target.
She scores her first arrow, so that's
like a
huge.
low 1.
So it may not sound like a big deal, but scoring your first arrow on this target, I think, is huge confidence. And she misses off to the left. I think she actually had the height pretty good, but just way left of the bail. And that's a 3.
That's a 3.
So that's 4 points now. 1 point away from Sweden with 1 arrow for USA and 2 arrows to go for Sweden. And she might have caught the 1. I think she did.
Caught the 1 just inside.
So that is huge for her. Because now Fawn needs at least a 2 to tie. And that's a 4. Solid arrow.
Great target for Fawn.
Okay, so Sweden needs a 2 to tie, a 3 to win the match. So she shot
Definitely
a miss.
Breathing hard right now.
A miss and a 1, both to the left. Let's see how good she is at compensating.
And it's
it was
a 2.
A 2. We're tied. Shoot off. Shoot off. So 3rd shoot off we've seen. We saw 1 in the evening session. We saw one in the morning session, and now this will be our third shoot-off we've seen.
Now, are they doing the shoot-off on this 50-meter as well?
No, they're going to move over to the left. There's another set of targets, a shorter distance, but it's further up the hill, so it's slightly more of an angle, but pretty close to the same angle as this target, I would say, because it's the, you know, the same hill, same slope of the hill. So we'll see over to the left that new set of pegs. Again, they'll move up to the blue pegs, and I can't remember from this morning. I want to say it might have been 35, but we'll find out.
Some words of advice from John there.
Yep. And the way the shoot-off works is unlike this, where they've had a chance to compensate if their first arrow isn't good. Shoot-off, you get one arrow closest to the center. So there's no, you want that first one, you have to guess the yardage, angle cut correctly, or you have lost the match. So huge confidence, I think, huge advantage for Fawn having John and knowing that you put your first scoring arrow on this last target and your opponent didn't. So we will see. We'll see him move over to the left here.
Well, she's got to be feeling good about herself to come back from 10 points down to be tied. Going into the last one, she shot great on the last two targets. So yeah, she should have a real good, confident, strong shot on this last one.
But on the flip side, we have the Swedish girl who has experience, so that's definitely works in her favor. So we will see how this goes. We see the stakes there marked. The 45 is the red, so we will see what the barebow moves up to shoot. Again, this is a 60-centimeter face they'll be shooting. But as you can see here, it's very much a similar slope to what they just shot, just a little further up the hill.
Looks like 40 meters.
40 meters, yep. So 10 meters closer than they just shot, just probably a hair more angle.
And you can hear the music in the background. It's gone to the heartbeat.
Yep, they love that with World Archery. And these pressure-packed, who's going to shoot first? Can they put a good arrow, put the pressure on their opponent?
Fawn steps up, nice and confident.
She puts a solid 2 just off the 3 line. It's not a bad arrow, actually.
Not at all.
Oh,
my.
Wow.
Well done.
Beautiful. That was a beautiful 5, and look at that.
That is a happy archer.
She earned that.
That is a very happy archer.
For sure. That was beautiful.
That was a great shot. You couldn't ask for more.
No, definitely. Barebow archer putting in the gold at 40 meters on that kind of angle in a shoot-off is impressive.
I mean, but Fawn cannot be unhappy. This is her first time.
No.
She made it to the gold. She came back from 10 points down.
Yeah.
I mean, she shot amazing.
How many archers